In the city, loving life and trying to survive, but there's not enough time, and there's not enough wine in the world. Basically adulting. Basically adulting.
Hey friends, it's Erin Waddell
and Luisa Diaz, and welcome back to
Basically Adulting.
Guys, make sure you're following Leighton Fields on Instagram.
Going to his shows, supporting him. He's amazing.
Yes.
And we love him so much.
Yes, very grateful for his art.
While we're talking about Leighton, I just wanted to let everyone know that the Midland, Odessa shootings that happened a couple weeks ago, that he and a couple of his singer-songwriter buddies are putting on a free benefit to help support the families of the victims of that tragedy. So when we get more information, I will let you know and we'll post it on Instagram. But any support, that would be amazing. I just remembered that. Yeah. But guys, we're not actually doing a wine of the evening tonight. I'm on Whole30. I'm trying to be healthier. So that entices me to not be able to drink, unfortunately. And I don't really know what Luis's excuse is.
I just don't want to drink by myself. No, I'm just kidding. Don't
ever be ashamed to drink by yourself.
No, I'm not. Never ashamed. No, I'm just trying to be healthier. I have a 5K coming up in November. I'm trying to prepare for that.
That's right.
So I'm cutting back on my alcohol and especially my caffeine. So
you're feeling a little tired tonight.
Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit. Not as wired as usual.
Yeah, I understand. So it's been a little bit since we've
guys, we're not dead.
We're not dead. We're alive.
Very much alive.
Very much. Not really much has happened. I mean, I've just been super busy with work and, that's about it. I haven't really done much. I've kind of been a little bit of a bore. For Labor Day, I guess we haven't done one since before Labor Day, but just spent a lot of time with family and friends, and we went on the lake and drank way too much. That was before I was doing Whole30. As I'm getting older, I'm realizing that I can't drink as much as I used to, and I feel like I've said that a lot these past few years. But it's really, I think, just starting to catch up with me, and I don't like waking up hungover and not being able to do anything the next day. Yeah. So I think that this Whole30 thing will be a really great cleanse, and hopefully I'll lose a couple pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
good for you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
it's hard.
I bet. I still I have some hangovers where I'm dead, but there are others that I just don't feel, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just depends on also how you drink that night before. If you stick to one thing and one thing only, you're probably going to be fine the next day. I mean, no shots, nothing. If you were just to stick to beer or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm normally fine if I don't, mix or do shots. Or shots I feel is what gets me. If I could go wine, mixed drinks, vodka soda or beer, and just drink those all night. And
mm-hmm.
But the second I have a shot, it's downhill.
Yeah.
So I tell myself every morning when I wake up after a night out, no more shots. It never works. How can you turn down a free shot?
You can't, because it's free.
I know. Free.
They're like, free? They're like, here, take a shot. You're like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But it depends on the shot.
That's true.
Like, if it's, I don't know, a lemon drop or something else, it's like, okay. But if it's a tequila shot, I'm like, sorry.
Yeah, still.
But it also depends on your drunk state of mind.
That's
because you can be really drunk and they can offer you a tequila shot and you're like, yeah, why not?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Never a good idea.
You regret it the next day. You might not even
remember
remember
the lemon drop
next
shots,
day.
there's just so much sugar in them. I feel like it's just like enhances the hangover 100%. Anyways, what's new with you?
Nothing, guys. Just I still had 2 boxes in my car.
Oh my gosh.
Finally took them out. I organized my books, got rid of some books, went to Half Price Books. If you guys have forgotten about that little place, you can go and sell your books, your DVDs, CDs.
Yeah, if you still have CDs, you might want to go and sell those.
Yeah.
Download them on your computer into your iTunes library and sell those bad boys.
Yeah. I mean, unless you really liked them.
Or, that's true. Or if your car doesn't have a Bluetooth or USB player, you still need your CDs.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I won't hate on you. If you have CDs. I have like maybe one.
I don't have a lot. I don't have a
probably
collection.
at my
I have
mom's
maybe
house.
like 6.
I used to have a book of CDs.
Me too.
Like, you're like, what do you want to hear? I got it all. What do you want?
Pull it out of the glove compartment.
The
like,
mixed
put
CDs,
whatever you want.
Mixed CDs that your friends would give you, and with like they would write all the songs on them. Those are the best. Or it's like Summer Jams 2005.
Yeah, I was too young.
2005, I was 13. So maybe like
I was like
2008 when I was 16. 2006. Well, I was like in the car. Anyways. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about a couple of different things. Some of the topics that were chosen last time we had the episode, or last time we talked to y'all, was different Netflix or different shows that we've been watching, different series. And
the other topic we pulled was questions men have for women.
Ooh.
Juicy.
And y'all, these are going to be good. So just lay back or sit back or whatever you're doing.
Sit back, relax,
and
turn the volume up.
Yeah, turn it up and be prepared to laugh your booty off because these are funny.
Yeah.
So before we get into that, though, don't get too comfortable. We're talking about different series of TV that Luisa and I have watched.
TV shows.
One movie that we've watched this past summer. It kind of seems like a lot now that you wrote it down. But we've broken it out into categories.
Comedy, drama, and crime.
Ooh, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, it really is. It's a good one.
Also drama. But let's start with happy, and then we can go to the depressing and scary. Okay, so my friend Tammy has been raving about this show for quite a long time now, and I've always been like, nah, never watched it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And Luis and I started watching it, I don't know.
Well, I started watching it, I think you were in Ireland.
Oh,
and I was like, I need to give the show a try because Friends is going to be off of Netflix. I need to find my new, niche.
Yeah.
And so I started watching it, and it was hilarious. So when Erin got back, I was like, you need to start watching it.
Should we tell him what show we're talking about?
Oh, yeah. We probably should let you guys know what show this is.
We're talking about New Girl. So if y'all haven't heard of it, it's on Netflix. It reminds me of the modern day Friends. That's kind of how I describe it to people that I tell that I watch that show. But I guess I tell people that I watch that show a lot. I don't know. But it's very relatable and
it's really funny.
It's super funny. There's the episodes are only like 21 minutes long. So if you are like getting ready for the day, like eating your breakfast, you could watch an episode in the morning on your, like, not on your way to work, but before you go to work. Super funny. Highly recommended. We've already finished it and we're rewatching it now. So 5
It took
stars.
us a month. Not even a month. How sad is that?
5 stars though. 5 stars.
5 stars.
Another one obviously we've been watching is Friends. That's like a consistent go-to.
That's like our comfort.
It's a great show to have on in the background, like when you're cooking or like since you've already seen all the episodes. You can just listen to it and like know what's happening, so you don't even necessarily have to like rewatch it. But we've like started it over at least.
But it's also like great to rewatch it.
It is,
because you'll be watching a season and you'll forget that one episode and you'll just laugh your butt off, and it's great.
Yeah, and sometimes like you forget that stuff happens, or you like see something different that you didn't before. It's kind of like when you watch like kid movies again.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
As an adult, like when you're watching them as kids and then you rewatch them as adults, you're like, man,
that's really dirty.
Yeah. But that's always a classic. And then another comedy is it's a movie that we watched, but it's called Wine Country. And we're not going to go into like details about all of these shows, just kind of give you an overview and
just a little summary.
Yeah, and why we liked it. And but this movie is about like a group of girlfriends that has been friends for a really long time, and they're out celebrating a birthday. And when you get a group of girls together in wine country, shit gets crazy, and it's just like really funny stuff happens.
Real good,
dry humor. It kind of is like as like The Hangover a little. I mean, not as raunchy as The Hangover, but like similar concept a little bit. Something.
It's a good movie though.
Yeah.
Makes you want to go to Napa.
Oh yeah, it makes you want to take a girls trip with all your friends for sure. And yeah, you can find that on Netflix as well.
That's it for comedy.
Yeah, we really like drama and crime in this apartment.
We're very serious people.
We like crying and we like being scared.
I
also like laughing, so we need to find some funny shows to watch. I would rather laugh than be scared.
And
but
cry.
Actually, the crime
is good because it keeps us like up to date.
Yeah. It just makes us more aware. That's how I look at watching crime shows. Like, this is what the killers are doing. I need to make sure I'm not walking alone at night in the park by myself.
Yeah.
On my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, why don't you tell us about the shows that we watched that were in the drama category?
The drama. One big recent one that we just finished watching was The Act on Hulu. If you guys don't know, like, the basic plot line, it's just this mom and daughter who fool everybody into thinking the daughter's sick, and you just follow their story in a span of 7 years. And I don't want to give it away in case some of you guys don't know the story.
Yeah, but basically, do you think that she actually knows?
What?
Like, the girl didn't know. Like, you just said that the mom and daughter are, like, scheming, but I don't think that the daughter knew until
the end.
Later on in life.
Yeah. But she still, like,
still pretended.
She still pretended, even though I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it.
Okay.
I'm going to give shit away.
Okay, yeah. But that one's really good.
That one's really good.
And that one's based on a true story, actually. Yeah. The Act is based on a true story.
Yeah. Our next one that we're still waiting on news for season 3 is Big Little Lies on HBO.
That one is so good.
That one's such a nail biter.
Well, and it just leaves you with so many questions after every episode. You're like, I don't even know what I just watched. What's going to happen next?
Yeah, just when you get answers, it ends with such a twist. And you're like, wait.
Yeah, like 45 minutes goes by so quick when you're watching that show.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, no way.
Because it's like just when you're getting somewhere, it ends with something else. And you're like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they are probably going to, well, we think just based on how they left off this season 2, they're definitely going to have a season 3.
There has to be.
We're left with too many questions, and we'd be really mad if they decided not to.
Yeah. It's a really good show, though. 5 stars.
But, so, tell people, like, what it's about.
Okay, so, yeah. That would help you guys.
Yeah, they're like, oh, my God, what a cool show. I don't know anything about it.
So, it's basically about this town in California called Monterey. And these people that live lavish lives. They're not celebrities. They're just like really rich and healthy.
It's like 5 women.
Yeah, it's started on 5 women. They all have different backgrounds, and they each keep a little secret, and they're big little lies that they tell.
This feather just poked the shit out of me. Oh my God, that hurt so bad.
I was wondering what happened. Are you bleeding?
No, but I feel like it should be. Ah.
But yeah, they each tell huge, like big little lies, because that's what it is. They all hold their own lie.
Everyone has their own secrets, and they all get exposed some way or another.
Yeah. But they try to also, like, because they live in such a upstanding town, I guess, that they try to keep their like perfect persona on all the time.
Yeah. So
it's just following them through that, and it's really good because it's just full of twists and turns.
Yep. And then the next show that we actually just started watching, we're still in season 1, is A Million Little Things.
Yes.
And I think it's an ABC show. But you can find it on Hulu. It's amazing. I mean, I don't know. It's very, like, it's a tearjerker for sure.
Yeah.
But it's about a group of friends, and one of them commits suicide, and it's basically every episode just kind of unravels different things that were going on in everyone's life, and it kind of just, like, makes you kind of think about your own life and your own friends, and just like how you perceive things and how you act, and how you treat people, and it's definitely a tearjerker. I think I've cried every episode this far.
Yeah. Well,
at least just like one tear.
I've teared up, but there definitely has been one episode where the tears just like roll down my cheeks because. Yeah. You know what episode I'm talking about.
I don't know. That's happened to me every episode.
But it's really good. It's also very heartwarming because you see them just come together and just like rally around each other as well. With
literally everything. It's like something happens, oh, I gotta go like be there for them for moral support. And I feel like in today's age, I think we could do a better job of doing that. I know we're not like, we weren't really planning on like getting off topic, but I really do think that like as a friend group or being someone's friend, like it takes time and effort to like reach out to them and make sure they're okay and like be there when they need you to be, because I mean, yeah, I know life gets in the way, life is hard, life is hectic, and it's hard to just have your own life and like do what you need to do for yourself, like much rather like take care of someone else and like be there for someone else as well. Yeah. And it's also hard to be that friend that is there for other people and that they're not there for you. And so I really think that this show shows a really good moral support group in your friends.
Yeah.
So I think as a society, we could be better friends to our friends.
Yeah.
The people that we call our friends.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
What's the next one that we've watched?
I watched this one.
Well, I haven't watched this one yet, so
Okay.
maybe we wait until...
We'll wait on that one. All right, next topic. Crime.
Yeah, this is my favorite one.
Oh, okay. So our number one right now is Mindhunter. We're both on... Well, I'm on the last episode of season 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm only on season 2.
I watch it at work.
2. Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this show is about... It's basically when the FBI...
How the FBI came about profiling serial killers.
Like, created the BAU, the Behavioral Analysis Unit.
The Behavioral Science Unit.
Whatever it's called. Same thing. Same fucking thing. Criminal Minds calls it the BAU. Criminal.
Well, they change everything, okay?
Okay. Well,
like, UFOs aren't called UFOs anymore. They're UAPs now.
Why?
Because too many people call a hoax on UFOs.
So now they just changed the name. They're going to do the same thing.
UAPs. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The government does this stuff. Anyways, off topic.
So you're saying that if someone actually saw a UFO...
I don't think they'd know to call it UF, but like in the government, like deep within the government, when it's a legit one, they call it UAPs.
So the government would say, oh yeah, a UAP landed in Arkansas yesterday.
Yeah.
But
they wouldn't say that.
5 kids. And
they
now
wouldn't
they're all
say that.
missing.
But they wouldn't say that.
But like within the government to each other.
Yes.
They would say that. They wouldn't say
stole. They'd say
so
5 kids
how do you know
missing.
That, then? Are you a spy?
How do I know this? I'm trying to be.
Guys, Luis is a spy.
Working on it.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, Mindhunter is really cool. They actually go and talk to serial killers and kind of build the serial
They try to
profiles.
get their... Yeah.
And because there's different profiles for each killer.
Yeah, they try to get, like, background history, like, family history, how did they get started, just to kind of see warning signs, to kind of prevent them from happening and maybe seeing a pattern in them that could help them solve any future serial killers.
Yeah, the patterns are a big deal because a lot of, like, cold cases or, like, cases that happen across, like, state lines or county lines, and they don't, like, put the 2 and 2 together, but they're the same type of victim. A lot of times, like, the FBI will get involved and, like, put those dots together and catch the killer. So, yeah, thankful for the BAU.
Yeah.
BSU. Another one that we kind of, this was a while ago that we watched this one, but still really good. And really freaky, actually.
It's really scary.
And I'm sure everyone else has watched this too, because it's kind of old news at this point, but the Ted Bundy tapes, the actual tapes, and the Ted Bundy movie.
Yeah. I liked the tapes better than the movie.
Well, yeah, because it was real.
Yeah. Like, you actually hear him talk about just different scenarios he was in, right?
I mean, he is talking to the reporter as if he didn't ever admit that he did it, but he was basically saying, like, if he had done it, this is how he would do it.
Well, that's how a lot of, like, serial killers, that's how they explain. Like, they're not admitting it, but they'll say it in third person.
Yeah.
Is what I've noticed in Mindhunter.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, well, if they wanted to do this, they could easily just do this, and this.
So, yeah. And then the movie was more about the girlfriend's perspective and how, I mean, it was about him and, like, the crimes he committed, or the murders he committed.
But it was mainly like her point of view.
Her point of view and like how it affected her life, basically.
Yeah.
So those are the shows that we would recommend watching if you haven't watched them. If you have watched them and you want to geek out, like, let us know. We love talking about our shows that we watch. So, yeah, now it's time for fun.
Time for fun.
Not that that was not fun, because it was.
We could go on all day.
I had to tell Luisa to stop writing shows down. Maybe we should stop watching so many shows and go play outside.
Go play outside? Is that what they're calling it now?
That's what they call it these days. Okay, so this topic was about what questions men have for women. Y'all get ready. Buckle your seatbelts. Get the popcorn. You want to read the first question?
Yes. All right. First question. Do your menstrual cycles really attract bears? No.
Oh, boys. No, I don't think that they... I mean, I've never seen a bear. I've never come in contact with a bear. I would hope that it wouldn't, because that would be a really unfortunate camping trip. But I would think that it would attract sharks more than bears.
But you don't technically... I mean, you don't really go out. At least I don't.
I mean, I don't go out into the ocean very often and swim with sharks.
Yeah.
No. More or less on my period. So, yeah. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no to that.
No. No, we do not attract animals, okay?
Oh my gosh. How offended would you be if someone called your eyebrows ugly?
Very. I mean,
I would just say fuck you, because I know my eyebrows are on fleek.
Yeah.
I get my eyebrows threaded.
Why do you go to the bathroom in groups?
So we can talk shit about you. That's
Yeah.
probably why.
That's literally like, why? We'll go and be like, okay, so what did you think about him? I think he's okay.
And then the other friend that's there with us will be like, yeah, he's not that great.
Yeah.
So I'm checking out another girl over there.
Yeah.
Girls are very honest in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like our little honesty box. And
like,
shit gets real in the bathroom for whatever reason. It's like we just feel very
It's like a
comfortable.
sisterhood in there.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like you can make your own a new best friend in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I've lent makeup to some girl I didn't even know in the bathroom.
I've helped.
If she asked me that outside of the bathroom, I'd be like, no, get away.
Sorry, no.
I'm sorry I don't have any powder you can use on your nose. But in the bathroom, I would be like, yeah, girl, I got you.
Yeah.
It is very weird.
It's a weird sisterhood. Once you
really
like
weird.
step over into the bathroom, it's like you compliment each other's hair, your outfits.
Yeah. Everyone's listening to everyone's conversation. It's just it's a different dynamic for sure. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a thing.
Yeah.
So just get over it. Do you want us to fight a guy if he's getting up in your face, or do we just leave it because you can take care of yourself?
If you're there, I would like you to at least try.
Yeah, I would like you to defend me and say, dude, get the fuck off my girl.
Like if you're not there and it's just like me, I'd like to think I'd be like, back off or something.
Well, yeah, but
if he's there, if he's present, I'd want you to step in.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I can say, like, dude, get the fuck off of me. And then if he continues to come at me, then you'd be like, dude, really, get the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, I'm not a fan of fighting. I really don't like it. But I'm not saying, like, just go ahead and punch the guy. But I want you to at least, like, stand in front of me and say, leave her alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a
I don't
Into
like
fights
fighting.
either.
I don't like fighting. I don't want you to get in a fight for me. Like, that doesn't turn me on.
No. Okay.
Use your words.
Is there ever a good time to send a dick pic, or are they all as insulting as the internet makes them out to be?
Always insulting.
Guys, there's never a right time. Ever.
Actually, okay, I take that back. But there is a new Texas law that makes it illegal for an unsolicited nude photo, men and women. So
you get a misdemeanor on your records, guys.
yeah, if someone turns you in, if you send a dick pic and they turn you in, you could, I don't know if you go to jail, but you pay a fine. And is a dick pic really worth a fine?
No.
Like, ask your lady if she wants a dick pic before you send it.
Yeah. Like,
then that's okay. But don't be out here on Bumble and Hinge and Tinder and match with a girl and then just send her your dick. That's
it's not like
cute.
Honestly, guys, like, what do you guys expect us to do with that picture? Because I don't know. I'm always taken off guard and I'm like, whoa.
I'm like, my eyes. Yeah, I feel like that answers that question.
Yeah.
I don't think that you should be sending your dick pics to people that don't ask for them.
Yeah.
And it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why do you wear such provocative clothing but complain about creepy people checking you out? I mean, I don't think I complain about creepy people checking me out, honestly. It's flattering. And I don't really wear provocative clothing that often. But
provocative, like, something we wear can be provocative to somebody that's more conservative than us.
Yeah.
Like, provocative can have a different meaning to everybody.
That's very true. But I just feel like I'm very confident in myself and the way that, like, I wear clothes that make me feel comfortable. And, like, yeah, I get some looks every now and then, but, I mean, that doesn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they were, like, being, what's the word?
If they were just, like, staring.
Well, it depends, like, am I walking down the street? Am I in a bar? Am I, like, are they just staring at me? Or are they coming up to me and, like, talking to me and, like, grabbing me? Because that I have a problem with.
Yeah.
If they're just, like, looking, I mean, there's no harm in that, I don't think.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why you get dressed up, not to bring out the creepers, obviously, but you dress up to make yourself feel good, and, like, who cares what anybody else thinks? If you feel good and you feel confident, you keep your head held high, and you don't care how many creepers you bring out. Like, if they start talking to you, tell them to go away.
Yeah.
Tell that guy you're with to tell him to fuck off.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't think it should matter. It's not like where's that question?
I mean, I don't personally feel like I complain.
I don't think I've ever complained.
But I think I feel like I understand where this question is coming from. I feel like it's more of, like, asking for attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I mean, yeah, there are some people that do go out and they do flaunt themselves in a manner that maybe brings unwanted attention, but
I think the question is asking, like, if you're gonna look like that, like, know what you're bringing on, like, kind of like we do, but then why are you complaining about it afterwards? So I feel like the complaint is trying to get attention from either the guy or, you know what I mean? So I feel like I don't know.
Do you read minds? Because you so often assume that we can.
That's funny.
No, we don't.
We don't. But I feel like we would really like you. We know that you can't read our minds. We know that in the back of our heads that you cannot read our minds. However, we want you to just be smarter and pick up on little hints that we give to you that make total sense. Like, I don't know, I can't think of one right now, but...
Oh, I really like these shoes.
Or I really love flowers.
Yeah.
My birthday's coming up soon. Yeah. And then you don't even get us a card or anything.
Yeah. Not even like a text.
Yeah. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you my birthday. I mean, if I'm telling you my birthday is coming up soon, maybe ask a few more questions. Dig a little deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Act like you want to know me. Oh, this is a good one. When should we give up on chasing you?
Never.
I mean, it depends on how much you really like us.
Yeah.
I mean, as women, we want to make it a challenge, just like you want to make it a challenge for us to, like, get with you.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I mean, I think the right answer to this question is, I mean, if you're chasing her and nothing's happening, like, there's obviously a reason why she's not reciprocating.
Yeah.
Like, if you're doing all the right things, like chasing her, being romantic, or like asking her out on dates, there's obviously a reason why she's not into you.
Mm-hmm.
And you really should just, like, it depends on how long. Like, I would say longer than a month or a couple of months. I don't know. But you really just need to sit down and, like, have that conversation and ask the questions, like, or just tell her how you feel. And then if she doesn't feel the same way, then that's when I would think that you should back off.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to come off as a creeper or stalker and just, like, continuously asking her out. But at the same time, like, if you really like this person and maybe just the timing's not right, mm-hmm. or you know, just she's working, you're working, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say give up, like, right away, just because it's sometimes, like, in this day and age, it's really hard to get together, you know, in a timely manner.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it also doesn't, because you make time for the people that you want to spend time with. And if she's not spending time with you, then what's the point of chasing?
Yeah.
And same goes for women. Except the men should be chasing you. Don't chase the men.
When you're in a relationship, just because, like, you're in the relationship, mm-hmm. doesn't mean you should stop pursuing that person.
I like that.
Like, don't still fully, like, obsessively chase, but...
Yeah, and I was actually talking to one of my friends about this. He was telling me, he was like, whenever I, like, have a girlfriend, like, I don't, like, try to impress as much. And I was telling him, I was like, that's fine. Like, we're not wanting you to impress us every single day, mm-hmm. because obviously you already impress us or we wouldn't be with you. But every once in a while, it's fun to get dressed up and to get flowers, or to just, you know, come home to a meal, or go,
or a foot rub,
like,
or something.
Yeah, just something, like, out of the ordinary every once in a while goes a really long way.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that is impressive to me. Like, it just shows me that you care, and, like, it's in a simple way. It doesn't have to be extravagant all the time.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So that was my side of the whole question.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Next question.
Keep it fresh, y'all. Keep it fresh.
Oh, this one's funny. Do you stare at our crotch like we stare at your tits? No.
No. I'm not
One,
interested.
there's nothing really to see, because you guys wear jeans. Like,
yeah, it just freaking hangs right next to your leg.
yeah, so.
Nothing to see.
Nothing to see there.
Yeah, and I mean, just like we don't want to see it on our phone, like, we're not
We're not sizing you up at the bar. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder what he's carrying.
No,
No.
not at all. It's our mind works just a little bit different. I mean, granted, there are women that think about sex a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think that whenever they think about sex, they think about a man's penis. I feel like they think about how good it feels to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't think that they're like, oh yeah, he's got a big dick. Like, a guy would be like, oh yeah, she's got big boobs or a big butt.
Right.
Like, we would say, like, oh wow, he's very muscular. Oh, look at his smile.
Yeah.
Like, that's more attractive to us, not your dick.
Yeah.
That's attractive later. I mean, not... The look of a penis is just not attractive.
No.
At all. I'm not saying that we become attracted to your penis, but I think, you know, just in the relationship, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, this is a good one. How often is it for women to lie about their orgasm?
Very often.
I would say probably like 80% of the time, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly.
That is so unfortunate.
It's very sad, guys. Because, sadly, men are selfish and they think about their pleasure.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
You guys,
Men, think about your ladies' needs.
there should be, like, I don't want to say like a sex ed class, but like a class where they teach guys, because it's like friends. Like when
Yeah.
Monica's trying to teach Chandler,
They
like,
just don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, well, that friend I was telling you about, well, he's like very, I don't know, experienced, I guess.
mm-hmm.
And I told him, I was like, you should really write a book. You would help a lot of men and a lot of women reach success. So I told him I would help him write it.
He'd have his own TED Talk.
Yeah. So,
How to reach your full potential.
oh my God. That could be the name of the book. I'm going to pitch that to him. How to reach your full potential. Dude, that's amazing. I love that. So, 2020, 2021, keep your eye out. We'll let you know when the book's coming out. We haven't even started it. It's in production.
Okay.
It's in the thought process, actually, not production. Brainstorming.
What's the first thing you notice about a man?
I know this is very cliche, but his smile. And, like, more than just a smile, but, like, if he has good teeth, like, good dental hygiene.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's important. And then, like, eyes are big, too.
Yeah. I usually first notice their height, next their smile, then their hair.
Yeah,
So.
you and that hair.
I love me some hair. Not too much though, guys.
You do like the
I
band
do,
on
but
and
I meant
everything.
like on their head,
Oh.
not everywhere else. I mean, perfectly normal amount is okay.
Oh. Okay, so what do you think the main difference between men and women? Do I need to tip punch you?
No. We think,
I'm pretty
we
sure
overthink.
you just yawned.
No.
You
I
definitely
just took a
did.
big breath.
Oh my God. I'm going to tip punch
Deep
you.
breath in, deep breath
That's a long
out.
ass breath. You held it for like 5 seconds.
The main difference is we overthink things. We're emotional hoarders.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And guys are just very simple.
I feel like guys are, I mean, you kind of touched on this a little bit in the last question, but guys are like selfish in their thinking. Like they don't think about what they say and how it affects other people.
Right.
And when we say something, it's like, okay, well, I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to, rattle the cages or whatever. And then if you say something, it's like I dissect it and like, what does she mean?
Yeah.
What's that tone that she just had with me? Like, did she mean something by that? I don't know. Or like, it all comes down to communication.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Well,
Tone
they're
is
just
everything.
there's a meme that it says a guy can like say something sweet and a girl will think about it for like the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Or emotional hoarders.
Or if a guy like doesn't text you back, you're like, what is he doing?
Fuck you.
Where is he? Blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, you have all these like
they could
negative
literally
thoughts.
be napping.
They're literally asleep for like 2 hours.
And then you're so mad.
And
you're
then,
like, what do you mean, hey?
Or you just like forget it and you're like get all riled up for nothing. You're like, oh, hey. It's like, it's exhausting being a girl.
Oh my gosh. Tell me about it. When it comes to penis size, how small is too small and how big is too big?
Yikes. Well, if you hold up your hand and you look at your pinky, that's too small. If you look at from your thumb to your pointer finger, the edge of your thumb and your pointer finger, I would say that's like about average.
Yeah.
Like that's a good size.
Yeah.
Anything bigger than that, maybe.
But also you have to think about like girth.
True. Y'all, girth is not everything.
No.
I would rather, I just want to like an
It depends,
average.
Yeah.
Like, okay, here's a good thing.
I don't think they can see.
I know. Okay, so put your thumb and your middle finger, put the tips together, and then look, it creates a circle. That's
pretty good. Yeah.
An average peen. So from your thumb to your pointer, that's the length. From your thumb to your middle, that's girth. So that would be a perfect penis, I would think. Anything bigger than that, like if you can't wrap your thumb
if your like fingers can't meet
and your longest finger on your hand, they can't meet.
That's too big.
That's gonna hurt. So, maybe just give it a test drive a little bit. Go down there, test it out. Now, if you overlap, that's too small. That's like your pinky going in there. I don't know where I came up with that, but I just came up with it, and I'm going to roll with it because it's pretty scientific, I think.
Yeah, this one was surprising.
I know. Do you take it personally if a man you're with can't or doesn't come?
I think in the moment I'd be like, no, it's fine, but I think it would still kind of...
Yeah. I think it depends on, like, the type of relationship that you have with this person.
Mm-hmm.
If it's, like, the first time, not a good sign.
Yeah.
But
if you've had, like, years...
Right.
Or whatever, like, it could be something...
Yeah.
It could be any
like
factor in their day-to-day life.
Stress or... Yeah, like, they probably just jacked off too many times before and now they don't have any cum left.
That, or, like, it could be, like, health issues or...
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. So, you would or not?
Like you said, it depends.
Okay, if this was a guy that you're seeing for the first time.
Oh, no, yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah.
First encounter.
Yes, definitely. 100%.
I would be pissed too. Okay, let's do 2 more questions and then wrap it up.
All right. Do women like abs or arms more?
I like both.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like as a man, your arms are probably like easier to pump up, and like abs are just really hard to get. But when you have muscles, normally you're going to have both arms and abs. So I'm going to say both.
Yeah.
Should I tell a girl I'm a virgin or just wing it?
I feel like you don't have to be like, I'm a virgin. I feel like you can just say, I'm not very experienced.
I don't know. I feel like this is a really, like, if I was the girl, I would want to know. Like, if I found out...
Oh, you would find out pretty quickly.
Well, yeah. Well, if you found out later, let's say that he figured out what he was doing or whatever, you didn't know, and he was like, oh, yeah, that was my first time, I would be a little pissed off. It's like, why? Because, honestly, sex is, like, it's
a very intimate thing.
It is very intimate, and that's basically a lie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's withholding information. It's not technically a lie. Unless she straight up asks you, are you a virgin, and you tell her no, then that's a lie. But, I mean, I feel like it's really whatever you're comfortable with and whatever she's comfortable with.
But it also depends on what type of relationship you have with this person. You know, are you dating this person, or are you going to have a one-night stand, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there are some people... I would say maybe it's not that important, but, like, let's say you've gone on 4 or 5 dates, and, like, tonight's the night that y'all are going to hook up. I think that y'all are building a relationship, and the relationship... I mean, I don't think she would not have sex with you because you're a virgin if you talked about it first.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my take on it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, it's like I said, like, it depends.
Okay,
but if you're having multiple dates with this person, and you know you're eventually that's where it's gonna go, I think you have to be honest and be like, look, I've never had sex, like, I'm a virgin, you know, and hopefully, you know, your partner, whoever is understanding in it.
I think the conversation needs to come before, like, you actually get into the bedroom. Like, don't tell her you're a virgin, like, as you're about to...
Don't tell it on the first date, but if you're on,
I would say, like,
the 5th or 6th date, and you know that one of the next couple of dates is going to lead into it, I feel like you should be like, because by then you're, like, comfortable with one another, and, you know, you have to be honest. You can't go into this hoping that she's going to be okay with you saying you're lying, because trust me, she'll find out pretty quickly.
She will. Okay, guys, that is all we have for this episode of Those Questions. Those were great questions. I feel like that was really fun. We should probably do another episode later in life. But we need to pick next week's episode.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I'll shake it. Or you shake it.
Drum roll.
Ooh, this is a good one because I started Whole30. It's from Katie. Finding time to work out and meal prep ideas.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is really good. Okay. Let's just do one more.
Okay.
Just in case. Oh, it's from Mateo. taking care of pets and how to juggle life with pets.
Oh, this is going to be a really good episode. Taking care of yourself
and your pets.
And your pets.
So this is from Mateo and Shyla, who's been on or had a couple of topics, but it's her son. He's like 5 years old. So he wrote that and came up with that idea all by himself. So we will definitely talk about fitting in time to work out and meal prepping, something that I struggle with on the daily basis. Like I always tell myself that I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to be better.
Yeah.
But more on that next week. And we'll give you some life updates next week. And yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to cheers the episode with, but we can
fall starts in a week.
I was saying like we normally cheers when we
well, we can still fake cheers.
We'll fist bump.
All right, guys, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at basicallyadulting247. You can also follow our personal channels. Mine is at Miss Luisa Diaz. That's MSLuisadiaz.
And mine is at Erin Waddell, ErinWaddell. 2 D's, 2 L's.
Yeah, and don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Google, Anchor. Share us so all your friends can listen on to the fun as well.
Yeah, make sure that you're following us on whatever we would prefer.
You're using.
Yeah, I mean, we prefer Spotify. But make sure you follow us. That way you get updates on new episodes and you can listen right away. They're sent straight to your phone.
Yes.
So, yeah. If you guys have any other topic updates or topic ideas, make sure to let us know because we love hearing from you and would love to, get some listener feedback and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So, well, we will catch you later and talk to you next week.
Yes. All right, guys.
Y'all have a good one.
You too. What do we normally...
I was not talking to you, Luisa. I was talking to them. I said, y'all have a good week. And you said, you too.
I didn't even hear what I said.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
All right. We'll catch you guys later. That's it for now, y'all. Cheers.
Cheers.
Fist bump.